Until one day he walked into that small noodle shop once more. He overheard the owner and customers gossiping about how cute Yanjiang is. Pity she's a mute, they said, and he finally couldn't help but speak up for her.
She's not a mute, boss. She's a dear friend. We are her agents. She is deaf, and she has a name. It's Yanjiang.
With that, he pulled a handful of coins from his pocket, and just like Yanjiang did that day, he began counting them one by one with patience. The crisp clinking of the coins sounded remarkably clear in the noisy shop. At that moment, he finally seemed to grasp Yanjiang's frustration and her persistence that day. He began to try and enter her world, experiencing life the way she does. He shared these feelings with Yanjiang, but he never received a response, seeing their son so dejected and lost every day. Tianquo's parents saw right through him, guessing that the boy had fallen into the depths of a broken heart. His father prepared a beautiful fruit platter and sat down beside his son to gently comfort him. He even spills his own romantic past just to cheer him up. Under his father's patient guidance, Tianquo finally asks the question he's been holding back for so long.
What kind of girl do you actually like? Once things get serious, you should bring her home to meet us, okay?
Mom, would you accept me dating someone who is hearing impaired?
Stunned by the news, his father is momentarily at a loss for words. He relays the news to his wife, expecting her to be strongly opposed. To his surprise, after the initial shock and worry, the mother's main concern shifts to how they will communicate. These kind and open-minded parents don't dismiss the relationship because of her disability. Instead, they start learning sign language in secret. To cheer up her discouraged son, the mother softens her usually fiery temperament. She even adopts an unusually sweet, cutesy tone.
Come down and help me out for a bit. Okay.
This sudden tenderness makes Tianquo a bit uncomfortable. As he leaves for a delivery, his mother slips him $30, telling him there's no need to rush back once he's finished. She encourages him to hang out with friends and relax. His parents' understanding and support are like a warm current, flowing into his cold heart, holding the money from his mother. He gazes at the heavy rain outside. He makes a silent resolve he must go see Yanjiang, clear up the misunderstanding and apologize in person. Soon after, Tianquo takes his gift, a delicate water bird piggy bank, tucking it inside his shirt to keep it dry. He arrives at Yanjiang's apartment. He knocks for a long time, but there's no answer. Unbeknownst to him, Yanjiang is hiding behind the curtains, watching his every move. Disheartened, Tianquo had no choice but to leave the gift on the chair by the door and turn away, until the sound of his motorcycle faded into the city's hustle and bustle. Only then did Yanjiang cautiously step out and open the box. Seeing the waterbird piggy bank, she instantly understood Tianquo's feelings. In truth, she missed him just as much. It was only her guilt toward her sister, acting like a shackle that made her afraid to hope for love. Meanwhile, her sister Xiao Peng had seen all of Yanjiang's sacrifices and pain. She refused to be a stumbling block to her sister's happiness at the same time. The coach officially informed her that her injuries had impacted her performance. She would miss the competition with her dreams shattered. She was in agony, but what she found even more unbearable was the feeling that she had failed her sister's selfless devotion. Late that night, Xiao Peng came home drunk, and the two sisters had their most heated argument ever. Her sister's words hit like a heavy hammer, jolting Yanjiang awake. She finally realized that what she saw as sacrifice in her sister's eyes might actually be a heavy burden and an invisible pressure.
Time starts to pass before you know it. But you were frozen. Something happened for the very first time with you. My heart melts into the ground, bound. That night, the sisters finally lay everything out in the open.
Yanjiang finally understood that her sister also wanted her to have her own life, to see the world freely instead of tying her entire life to her sister's dream. After this confrontation, the emotional knot between the sisters was finally untied. Yanjiang emerged from her self-imposed isolation, deciding to bravely face her own heart. With her heart at peace, Yanjiang finally replied to Tianquo's message. She asked him a soul-searching question about his dreams. Tianquo's reply was simple and sincere. The simple answer left Yanjiang not knowing whether to laugh or cry, but it also made her heart flutter even more for this boy.
Why is he ignoring me again? Did I say something wrong again?
With her sister's encouragement, Yanjiang decided to face her feelings head-on. She put the money she owed for the bentos into an envelope and delivered it to Tianquo's family shop. Instead of cash, the envelope contained her hand-drawn sketches of each bento, prices marked next to them, totaling $650. There was also a heavy bag of coins. Seeing the envelope, Tianquo thought Yanjiang wanted to settle the debt and cut ties, becoming strangers forever, so he hurriedly chased after her. But at the door, he suddenly turned back, fearing that even if he brought her back, his parents wouldn't accept her.
Go after her, hurry. She probably hasn't gone far.
Even if I bring her back, will you guys accept her?
Who care? That's the one.
She's hardworking, optimistic, cute, lively, filial, friendly, kind. She's so good to her sister and everyone else.
Well, the sooner the better. Let's go sign up for that sign language class. What are you about?
Right, that way my ears might finally get some peace and quiet. Hey, are you saying I'm too noisy now? No, those are your words, not mine. No way you said it.
Just say yes. Thanks, Mom Muo. Thanks, Dad Muo. I love you guys. I love you both to death.
This lovely exchange between his parents completely cleared the last of the shadows in Tianquo's heart. This time, he vowed to win back the girl he loved. He searched from day to night, but even as the deep twilight fell, he still couldn't find any sign of Yanjiang. Meanwhile, Yanjiang is alone at the swimming pool where they first met. On a whim, she wants to experience her sister's world, so she submerges her head in the water to practice holding her breath. She is completely unaware that Tianquo has quietly arrived behind her. Gazing at her from behind, Tianquo can no longer suppress his feelings. Believing she can't hear, he gathers the courage to voice the words of love he's kept bottled up. Says them out loud.
Yanjiang'd like to invite you over to my house for dinner. Okay.
Why?
I want to introduce you to my mom and dad.
But why?
Because I like you. I want to be your boyfriend.
But I can't they don't accept me.
They will see. I remember what you said. That not being able to see makes you feel uneasy. I promise you, I'll make sure they see how much I love you.
After voicing his lingering affection to himself, Tianquo leans his face in ready for a sweet surprise kiss. Unexpectedly, Yanjiang turns around at that moment, and their eyes meet. Utterly flustered, Tianquo takes a leap and dives straight into the pool, attempting to hide his embarrassment and panic under the water. As for Yanjiang, her eyes are already glistening red, welling up with tears of emotion. Turns out she heard every word of his unreserved and deafening confession. Once he composes himself, Tianquo climbs out of the pool. Gazing tenderly at Yanjiang, he extends the invitation once more, in sign language. The words "I like you" were on the tip of Tianquo's tongue, but he swallowed them back out of shyness. Watching Tianquo's earnest and adorable expression, Yanjiang can no longer hold back her tears of happiness.